Hey VC, it's Trevor back with another flat round and spun. Feels like I just saw you about an hour ago. Anyway, um, so yeah, I'm gonna continue my top 10 of 2025 this time. I'm doing my top 10 of reissues, and if you watch my channel long enough, you probably realize most of my collection is reissues. It seems like, over the last 10 years or so. But even though I've only been in the VC YouTube thing for about 5 years, a little over 5 years. So, yeah, like I said, another banner year, great reissues. Some of these I've been seeking out for a long time. Some just happen to pop up. I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. But let's get to brass tacks here. This was seen in my last video. I already have this as a reissue, but a different mix and another delivery truck. So cue the dogs barking any second now. Or maybe not. There we go. So yeah, we got the Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good from Megadeth, the 40th anniversary on silver, and the Spirit Halloween cover. Like I said in the last video, pretty much I bought this just for the cover itself. The mix is from the Dave Mustaine mix of the early 2000s, which means it sounds like hot garbage. I prefer the Final Kill mix, which thankfully I still have, so I can still play that. But still, the songs on here are just awesome. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the big four of thrash metal, that being Megadeth, Metallica, Anthrax, and especially Slayer. But out of all four of them, these guys are dead last in the four. But the first two records I still dig a whole lot. So Killing Is My Business, Business Is Good, 40th anniversary with the Spirit Halloween cover at number 10. At number 9, picked this up when we were in Buffalo with the big VC meetup over at MGK Boston / Buffalo. We went to Revolver Records and I picked this up and I was surprised that they had it. I had this as a cassette when it first came out back in 1985, and this is actually a UK record store day release of this. But it's the sophomore album from Wasp, and it's The Last Command with the yellow and black, not splatter, but whatever you want to call it. Probably to me the last great Wasp album. After that, I didn't really listen to Wasp that much because beyond 85, I had moved on from anything that was more on the glammier side. Not that Wasp was glam, but they're all made up and whatnot. I was more into thrash and hardcore at that point. Yeah, this one always had a special place in my heart for me, especially this one and the first album. So I was really glad to pick this up. And yeah, it sounds great. Blind in Texas was the big single off this, along with Wild Child, the opening track. And all the other songs on there are decent too. So at number 9, Wasp, The Last Command. And coming in at number 8, also from Revolver Records, because the price tag's still on it. It is the debut album from Denmark's own Merciful Fate. It's Melissa. Yeah, it's with singer King Diamond. Actually, I was listening to King Diamond before I got into Merciful Fate in the 80s. This one is kind of similar to the last one, only on the opposite. It's black with a little bit of yellow in there. Yeah, King Diamond with the makeup, the evil, in vocals, kind of like Rob Halford with like the falsetto stuff going on. Not exactly thrash, but heavier than traditional heavy metal. Just cool stuff. So Merciful Fate, Melissa, 1983, but reissue here in 2025. Coming in at number 8. Number 7, Record Store Day, April. Something I had on cassette when it came out, and you know, was a big fan of this band, and I was really glad to pick this up as a reissue. And that's Local Live from the Ramones. About a year later, I did get to personally see them live, and the set is pretty much the same, except for when I saw them, it was on the Mondo Bizarro tour, so they had a couple songs replaced in there, but a lot of the songs on here they played. So came on Blue Wax, and come on, let's get in there, and Red. Truly American. Local Live, Ramones. If you've heard the Ramones live, you know what you're getting on this. So there you go. Local Live, Ramones, coming in at number 7. Number 6. This was in the last video, but I didn't really talk about it that much. Band re-released 4 albums all at once, and I got the first 3. And out of those 3, the first one, again, classic amongst classics, but sound-wise, song-wise, it was the second one that really got me. So that's Lucifuge from Danzig. I still got the shrink on it, that's why it's so shiny. But yeah, for a lot of us, we never thought we'd get official releases from the original Danzig stuff on American Records. And yeah, this one just awesome compared to the first one, which is, you know, a bit drier, that, you know, classic Rick Rubin production. This one had a bit more soundscape to it. The opening track, Long Way Back from Hell, just opens up and just, you know, rips everything apart. But yeah, classic stuff. Danzig 2, Lucifuge, coming in at number 5, or 6, sorry. Coming in at number 5. Again, last video shown this. I was a big fan of this record, of this band, in the early 90s, mid 90s, and this is from 1994 originally, but got reissued this year. And that is the aggro metal industrial band Screw. It's Dusted, out of Texas. You know, guitars, distorted vocals, some electronics to it, but really cool stuff. Played this to death back in the day, and actually been playing it quite a bit here at home. So they're on the cool orange. And yeah, coming in at number 5, Screw, Dusted. Check them out. They're a good band, especially the first 2 albums. Coming in at number 4, another Record Store Day reissue. This is the 3rd album from this band. English death metal band from Liverpool. So when everyone asks, what's your favorite Liverpool band, everyone, you know, normally goes to, you know, the Beatles. I go to this band. That's Carcass. That's Necrotism. This is the first album where they got Mike Emmott. Anyway, so they got a bit more melodic on this one as opposed to the earlier stuff where it was a bit more on the grindcore side. Longer songs, time changes, whatnot. Mike Emmott, you might know from the band Arch Enemy. After he left Carcass, he started Arch Enemy. But yeah, this is just a great, cool record. Death metal, but still with a bit more melody. Got it on the green. And it's slightly different album cover. It's more of a photograph in the original, and they kind of made it into a comic book style on this cover. So, number 4, Carcass. Coming in at number 3, another Record Store Day reissue. And here's my issue with Record Store Day. Not that I'm minding these reissues, especially if they're like this one was hard to find. The Carcass, you can find it with a regular album cover. This one was omitted from a box set from the previous year from this band with this lineup. But favorite band for me is Black Sabbath, The Eternal Idol, the first album with Tony Martin on vocals. This one is the red from Record Store Day. I still don't know why it couldn't have been put in with the box set that came out the previous year, because that was through Rhino, which Rhino is owned by Warner Brothers, and this is a Warner Brothers release. So yeah, I know the other albums were through IRS, but I don't know why they couldn't include this one. But I'm glad that they did reissue this, so now I have the complete Tony Martin era of Black Sabbath. Great songs on here. Shining was like the single off it, and Feels Good to Me. I believe it's on here. Is it? I don't know. Sometimes they all blend together. Is it on here? Sorry, folks. Maybe that was on a different album. Sorry. It's been a long day. Seahawks won. But yeah, Tony Martin era, Black Sabbath. Of course, if Tony Iommi's on it, I'm going to get it. Black Sabbath, Eternal Idol, coming in at number 3. Number 2. I am really a fan of this series from this label because they sound so good. And that is the Rhino Hi-Fi series. And I have to go with Love It to Death, Alice Cooper, the first major label album, their third record altogether. This is what broke them through with the song 18. Or I'm 18. Song broke out at CKLW in Windsor, Ontario, which a lot of Detroiters know because it's right across the river. As far as I know, it was the son of DJ Rosalie Trombley liked this album. It wasn't huge yet, but he liked this album and had his mom play the song 18, and that's what got on the radio. So if you're familiar with Thin Lizzy's song Rosalie, which is actually a Bob Seger song, that's who they're talking about, is Rosalie Trombley. So yeah, again, Rhino Hi-Fi, these are the cleanest records I have in my collection. I have 3 of these things, and they just sound amazing. And of course, with Alice Cooper, one of my all-time favorites, had to get it. Sounds amazing, great songs, killer stuff. And my number 1, I've never owned a Zoetrope before, and this is the first and probably only one for a while until something else comes out that I want to get. Actually, some friends of mine that I'll be seeing next month, and this is their album from 2005. This is their 20th anniversary reissue of it, and that is War Profiteering is Killing Us All from the Suicide Machines. Ska punk, or I'd like to say punk ska, because they're more on the punk side than the ska side. Cool stuff. This is probably their most aggressive album, their heaviest album. And the Zoetrope thing, I know I showed it on the one video, but yeah, they got planes bombing in the title of the song. It forms the words War Profiteering is Killing Us All. Yeah, killer stuff, aggressive, heavy, and energetic. So Suicide Machines, War Profiteering is Killing Us All, my number 1 reissue of 2025. So anyway, Final Community, thank you so much for dealing with not a completely inebriated Trevor, but, and I hate speaking as myself in third person. So anyway, I need to get out of here. I need to get ready for bed. So anyway, we'll definitely be seeing you soon, and you guys take care. See ya!